Sussexes when he becomes king. Now, what's prompted Will to act, and could the Sussexes act?
It's over, and this time there's no going back. They say all political careers end in disaster.
Oh, honey, let me tell you, things are exploding behind those palace walls, and Prince William is not here to play games anymore. The days of polite smiles, carefully worded statements, and whispered hopes for reconciliation are dead and buried. William has crossed a line, and this time, he's not turning back. This isn't about two brothers bickering anymore, no. This is about the crown itself. The future of the monarchy is on the table, and William, the man who once stayed silent while his brother basked in the spotlight, has stepped forward with a vision that is sharp, ruthless, and absolutely unforgiving. The olive branches have burned and the bridges gone. Let's be real. William's patience has been tested one scandal too many. Think about it. The Netflix circus, that Spotify flop, Oprah's bombshell interview that sent Buckingham Palace into meltdown, and of course, Harry's tell-all Spare. That memoir wasn't just a book, darling. It was a public mudslinging match, dragging William and even Kate through the dirt while millions of people ate it up. That was betrayal served on a silver platter. And guess what? William has had enough.
Created Invictus. It was part of the Royal Foundation with William and Catherine. And at that point, it's brilliant for Harry to do. And anything associated with Harry was great. He's the most popular member of the royal family. It guaranteed positive publicity. But what we saw with Centre Bali and what we heard from its chairman, Sophie Chanduka, was that actually that's not the case anymore. She said that people didn't want to be associated and potential sponsors with Centre Bali anymore because they said, she claimed that Harry had become a...
But here's where it gets juicy. Those scandals, they weren't even the final straw. Oh no, insiders are whispering that the real fracture started much earlier, way back when Meghan Markle first entered the royal scene. Remember that wedding that was hyped as history-making? A love story bridging continents and cultures with the whole world swooning? Well, beneath the glitz, William saw something that shook him to his core. The gospel choir, the celebrity guests, Oprah sitting front row. It was a Hollywood production disguised as a royal event. But in the middle of all that glamour, something shocking happened. Meghan and Harry walked straight past the Queen. No bow, no curtsy, no pause, nothing. They just floated past her like it was some red carpet premiere instead of a royal wedding steeped in centuries of tradition. To the average viewer, maybe it looked like nothing. But to William, oh, it was a warning siren.
Which all should uphold and honour. It enriches society and strengthens community.
See, in the royal world, tradition isn't optional. It's not fluff, it's oxygen. A curtsy to the Queen is more than courtesy. It's a statement. It says, I respect the centuries, I honor the crown, and I know my place within it. Meghan didn't just forget, she skipped it, deliberately. And don't be fooled, this wasn't nerves or some rookie mistake. That wedding was rehearsed down to the last second. Meghan knew, Harry knew, and still the curtsy never came. For William, it was like a slap across the face. Meghan was sending a loud, clear message. I'm here, but I don't play by your rules. And Harry, he just stood there, didn't step in, didn't whisper a reminder, didn't bow himself. He let it happen. That for William was betrayal number one.
Duties. As one source said, Harry insists Meghan must be treated as HRH. That means family members must show her the formal respect of bows and curtsies. For William, that is a hard.
And let me tell you, betrayal cuts deep in this family. To William, that moment said everything. If Harry couldn't hold the line on their grandmother's wedding day, what line would he ever hold? And oh, how that prophecy came true. From California Netflix confessions to podcast rants about freedom, lawsuits galore, and a memoir that painted William as some angry, bitter man trapped in a golden cage, it all connected back to that skipped curtsy. That was the first domino, and every scandal since has been part of the same chain reaction.
Going on. Do you think Harry and the King will meet when he's over next week?
You've put way too much pressure on me there, Matt, right from the beginning. The reality is, I think only a very, very small number of people know what the plan is, if there is a plan.
And now, here we are, fast forward to today, and the palace mood is colder than ice. Harry, he's still poking around sending little signals hoping King Charles might open the door just a crack for him. But William? Oh no, he's not having any of it. No more blurred lines, no half in, half out. He's drawing up a future where Harry doesn't even exist on the royal map. And here's where it gets brutal. Whispers say a private summit is already marked on the royal calendar. Balmoral, that quiet estate far away from the flashing cameras and curious reporters, will play host to a small, exclusive meeting. Just King Charles, Queen Camilla, William, and Catherine. No aides, no advisors, no leaks, just firelit rooms and raw decisions. And right there at the top of the agenda, Harry.
Day, Prince William has had enough. After weeks of growing reports that the heir to the throne is preparing to thrust Prince Harry and Meghan Markle out.
According to insiders, William's position is razor sharp, clean break. Not a soft exile, not let's wait and see, but a brutal, final surgical cut. Strip the titles, remove the HRH, cut the privileges, slam the door shut once and for all. Because here's the truth, Harry isn't just Harry anymore, he's a package deal. That package includes Meghan, the kids, the Montecito mansion, Netflix cameras, book deals, podcasts, and a PR machine that never stops churning. And William, he sees that as a bomb waiting to go off. Every single reunion, every private phone call, every hug could become footage for a Netflix doc or the next chapter in a memoir. That's not family, that's a liability. And William, who has been carefully reshaping the monarchy into something leaner, sharper, and scandal-proof, simply won't risk it.
For your new niece, Lilibet.
Oh, I wish her all the very best. I can't wait to meet her because we haven't yet met her yet, so hopefully.
But here's where it gets complicated. Catherine, Kate, she's the quiet voice urging caution. She's always been the peacemaker, smoothing the rough edges, finding ways to heal bruised egos behind the palace doors. And now, even she's torn. Yes, she sees the danger Meghan and Harry bring. She knows William is right, but she fears the permanent fracture, the heartbreak of two brothers who may never find their way back if the door slams shut forever. It's the eternal tug of war. Protect the crown at all costs or leave a crack in the door for family. Kate's heart whispers for the latter. William's head demands the former. But even Kate knows, deep down, the stakes are too high this time. Harry won't ever come alone. Meghan will always be part of the deal, and Meghan's influence, well, that's poison in William's eyes. And let's not forget the subtle red flags Meghan planted from the very beginning. The wedding dress fiasco, for example. Did you know Queen Elizabeth never even saw Meghan's dress before the big day? To outsiders, it sounds trivial, but in the palace? That was a bombshell. Every royal bride since Diana had given the queen that courtesy. It's not about fashion, it's about trust. Meghan didn't bother. She kept control, kept it hidden, and revealed it on her terms. For William, that was yet another sign. Meghan wasn't here to play by the royal book. Stack that with Oprah's mocking curtsy story, spare spilling family secrets, and Netflix scenes dripping with disdain, and you start to understand why William no longer sees Meghan as an outsider, but as an outright threat. And here's the kicker. Charles is listening. For years, Charles was the softer touch, torn between crown and son, but insiders say he's leaning into William's icy logic now. That's the real dagger. William's vision is being adopted, and it is ruthless. Now here's where things really twist the knife. William isn't just talking anymore, he's making his most powerful move yet. Insiders are whispering about a brutal three-step strategy that he's quietly setting in motion. 3 words: strip, freeze, erase. Strip the titles, freeze the privileges, erase the illusions, because let's face it, Harry has been playing a double game all along. One day he cries about privacy, and the next, he's spilling his soul to Netflix cameras in his Montecito mansion. He bashes the monarchy's traditions, but clings desperately to that Duke of Sussex title whenever it gives him clout. He condemns the press, yet sells his own stories to the highest bidder. It's contradiction after contradiction, and William's had enough. At Balmoral, insiders say William laid it all out to Charles in no uncertain terms. This half-in, half-out game ends now. The monarchy can't afford the chaos Harry drags behind him. Either he's in or he's out. And since in is clearly off the table, the choice is obvious: out, permanent, official, and irreversible. And here's the irony. Harry doesn't actually want to lose those titles. For all his rebellion, he still clings to them like a lifeline. Because without Prince Harry, Duke of Sussex, who is he really? Just another Hollywood husband, hustling for relevancy in California with a fading spotlight. That's the Achilles heel William is about to hit with surgical precision. Meanwhile, Meghan sees the writing on the wall and she's furious. Behind the scenes, whispers say she's been seething. First, her podcast archetypes got axed, mocked even. Then Spotify pulled the plug, Netflix deals, wobbling. And now the one card she's always counted on, that royal sheen, that Duchess aura, is being ripped right out of her hands. Without that connection to the crown, Meghan isn't a duchess anymore. She's just another Hollywood actress trying to stay relevant in a city that chews people up and spits them out. And for William, that's the real masterstroke. He isn't just cutting Harry off, he's cutting off Meghan's entire brand. He's slamming the gates to the royal playground she's been climbing on for years. Without the titles, Harry and Meghan can't market themselves as half-in royals anymore. They're just exiles with a crumbling Netflix deal and a desperate PR team. And the timing? Oh, it couldn't be worse for them. Harry's upcoming Well Child Awards visit was supposed to be his golden chance to wedge in some reconciliation, maybe sneak in a private moment with his father, but the palace schedule? Locked down tighter than a vault, no secret slots, no cozy fireside chats, no late-night heart-to-hearts. The message is crystal clear. Harry is no longer a player in this game. He's just a guest in the country he once called home. And let's be real, the palace knows Harry's game. Every meeting becomes material. Every phone call is potential Netflix content. They've learned their lesson. The monarchy won't be raw material for Harry and Meghan's next paycheck. And perhaps the coldest part, Charles, soft, fatherly Charles, is falling in line with William's plan. That's the final dagger. For years, Charles agonized, torn between fatherly love and duty. But now, he sees the weight of the crown rests with William, and William's judgment is absolute. No more compromises, no more half measures. Harry's chapter is over. Meanwhile, Harry is spiraling, torn between clinging to the titles that define him and the California life he swore he wanted. He's stuck. He doesn't want to be irrelevant, but he doesn't want to come crawling back either. And the palace? They've made the choice for him. He's out. Even Kate, the eternal peacemaker, the one who always urged William to keep a door cracked open, has stepped back. She knows this isn't about family squabbles anymore. This is about survival, and in the royal world, unpredictability is poison, and Harry is nothing if not unpredictable. So what's next? Well, brace yourself, because when William makes this official, the ripple effect won't just stop in London. Hollywood will feel it too. Meghan and Harry's phone calls will stop being answered so quickly. Invitations will dry up. Endorsements will slow. Without that crown-adjacent sparkle, they're just another pair of exiles. And maybe that's William's final devastating stroke. He's not just cutting them off from the monarchy, he's cutting them off from the world stage. He's making sure that when history is written, Harry isn't remembered as the brother who shook the crown. He'll be remembered as the brother who lost it all. And for William, that's the point. The crown is stronger without them. The image is heartbreaking, isn't it? The two brothers who once walked shoulder to shoulder behind Diana's coffin are now on entirely different roads. One marching toward the throne with clarity and power, the other drifting into obscurity with nothing but fading fame. William's most powerful move ever isn't just cutting Harry and Meghan out, it's ensuring the world forgets they ever mattered at all.